Hi, hello, my dear students. So, up to now, I uploaded video lectures on physical world units and measurements. So, now I would like to discuss a new topic, kinematics. Right, before going to discuss this new chapter, kinematics, what is the weightage of this chapter in NEET and what is the importance of this chapter in competitive exams, I discuss few minutes. Right, this kinematics plays a crucial role in case of competitive exam. So mostly 3 question to 4 questions is a weightage of this chapter. So in case of competitive exams like a JEE and NEET, so that means 12 to 16 marks is the weightage of this chapter. 12 to 16 marks is the weightage of this chapter in case of NEET and JEE. So it is, this chapter is very important for the competitive exams. Be focused on this chapter. I start from fundamentals and I'll explain typical problems. At the end of the lecture, I explain the typical problems. First of all, I start from fundamentals. First of all, I need to explain what is meant by kinematics. What is meant by kinematics? Kinematics is a branch of mechanics. Kinematics is branch of mechanics which deals to study motion of a body, without considering cause of motion. Right. So what is meant by kinematics? Kinematics is a branch of mechanics which deals with to study the motion of your body, and here we doesn't considering the cause of motion. So what are the causes of motion of your body? Majorly, while applying force only, body will be in a motion. That means these forces are cause for the motion of your body. That means in this chapter we doesn't consider cause of motion. For the kinematics, we doesn't consider cause of motion. If you considering cause of motion, that is called as dynamics. So clear friends, here main thing is to study the motion of the body without considering cause of motion is called kinematics. To study the motion of the body with considering cause of motion is called dynamics. So these kinematics and dynamics both are branch of mechanics only, right? So now this is the definition for the kinematics. So in this kinematics, we study the motion of the body, right? Motion of the body means how many movements are possible for a body. Let us consider one body. So how many possibilities are there for the movement of the body? So here mainly three types of motions of a body. First one is straight line motion. This is also called as motion in one dimension. Straight line, only one direction motion only. That's why motion in one dimension. Next, projectile motion. Motion in two dimension. That means here body should be moves in two directions, x-axis, y-axis, or y-axis, z-axis, or x-axis or z-axis. So body will be moves in two dimensions. Next, third one, circular motion. So these are the three various types of motion of our body. First one is straight line motion. Straight line motion is also called as rectilinear motion or a linear motion. So this is also called as motion in one dimension. when it is possible. When it is possible. So in case of straight line motion, angle between acceleration and velocity, angle between acceleration and velocity is 0 degrees or 180 degrees, and acceleration is constant here. If body moves in a straight line path, then definitely acceleration is constant. First point is acceleration is constant. Angle between acceleration and velocity is 0 degrees, and 0 degrees or 180 degrees. That means velocity vector parallel to acceleration vector. Otherwise, direction of velocity vector is anti-parallel. 180 degrees means here what? Anti-parallel to the velocity vector. Acceleration vector is anti-parallel to the velocity vector. Acceleration vector is parallel to the velocity vector. Then that motion is said to be a straight line motion. Straight line motion. For example, if car is moving on the road, if train is traveled on the track, so these are the example for the straight line motion. Otherwise, one more example, I projected a pebble. Pebble means here stone. I projected a stone in vertically upward into the sky. That means I projected a particle vertical upward into the sky. That means here that is also one of the example. These are the three examples for straight line motion. So car is traveling on the road and I projected a particle vertically upwards. Next, projectile motion, circular motion. First of all, we discuss circular motion. If angle between acceleration and velocity is 90 degrees, that means theta is equal to 90 degrees. That means acceleration vector, velocity vector, both are perpendicular to each other. Acceleration vector, velocity vector, both are perpendicular to each other. That motion is said to be circular motion. Very important friends here. Simple logic here. Acceleration is constant for this motion also. Acceleration is constant. If acceleration is constant, angle between acceleration and velocity, sometimes acceleration does not be constant here. So angle between, this is main important point, angle between acceleration and velocity is 90 degrees, then circular motion is possible. Motion in two dimension. If angle is other than 90 degrees, other than 180 degrees, that motion is said to be projectile motion. Simple logic. If I project a particle from the ground with an angle 30 degrees, if I project a particle from the ground with an angle 45 degrees, then here angle is what? Angle is not equal to 90 degrees. Angle is not equal to 0 degrees. That means angle is other than 90. Angle is other than 180 degrees. That motion is said to be projectile motion. Observe carefully. This is x-axis and y-axis. Body is projected like this. Here two directions is possible. This is x-axis direction. This is y-axis direction. Here for this particle, this is moves in x direction and y direction. Two directions are possible for a particle. It is projected with an angle some 45 degrees. If a particle is projected from the ground with an angle 45 degrees, angle made with the ground is 45 degrees, then it makes two directions here. Velocity vector makes two directions, in x-axis direction and y-axis direction. For example, projected body velocity is u bar, means this is ux, this is uy. So this has two possibilities direction, ux and uy. Ux means velocity in x direction, uy means velocity in y direction. That means for a projectile body, two motions are possible, two direction motions are possible. That's why projectile motion is also called as motion in two dimensions. This is different types of the body. Here angle is other than 90 degrees and 180 degrees. 90 degrees and 180 degrees. That path is called projectile motion. That path is called projectile motion. Right. To continuing my lecture, right, up to now we discuss definition for the kinematics and what are the possibilities for the motion of the body. We had three types of motions are possible for a body. We discuss each and everything: straight line motion, projectile motion, circular motion. Straight line motion means body is projected, body is moving on the straight path, and angle between acceleration vector and velocity vector is 0 degrees or 180 degrees. That motion is called straight line motion. Projectile motion is body projected from the ground other than 90 degrees and 180 degrees. This is very important. That means if angle is equal to some 30 degrees, 40 degrees, some 60 degrees, that means that is not equal to 90 degrees, that is not equal to 180 degrees. That motion is said to be projectile motion. Here for the projectile motion, two directions are possible, in x-axis direction and y-axis direction. Observe carefully. That's why this motion is called motion in two dimension. Next, circular motion. Angle between acceleration vector and velocity vector is 90 degrees. Then that motion is said to be circular motion. These are the three possible motions for a body. So for these three motions, we explained each and every motion in this chapter. So actually this kinematics should contain three chapters. So motion in one dimension, motion in two dimension, circular motion or circular path. So these are the cases in this. Next so we discussed few minutes back, kinematics is study of motion now. So now what is the definition for the motion and what is the definition for the rest we discuss, right? Definition for the rest. If a body is